ụtụtụ afọtata mara gị mma ihe ọma na-esonyere anyị ụlọ ọrụ mgbasa ozi bụ na n'ụtụtụ taa Fraịde ụbọchị 11 n'ime ọnwa Nọvemba 2022 ọ kụọ n'elekere asaa ma bụrụkwa oge newspaper headlines. Ma tupu anyị aga n'ihu ka anyị gaa zie ozi nachite n'ịgbachite n'ọgbakọ gụbara gị ya bụ ihe ndị ahụ ji wetata na isi akwụkwọ akụkọ dị iche iche anyị ji weta ndị
Do you know that you have the right to quality broadcasting? The National Broadcasting Commission says any person, group of persons, or organization aggrieved by the content of the broadcast or the conduct of a broadcast station may lodge a complaint to the station and all right to the Director General, National Broadcasting Commission, number 20, Ibrahim Taiwo Street, Asoko, Abuja, or send a mail via info@nbc.gov.ng. Please ensure that the complaint includes name of the broadcast station, title of the program, date and time of broadcast, and essence of the complaint. Also, remember to include your name, address, telephone number, email, and append your signature. Note that the complaint must reach the NBC within 14 days of the queried broadcast. NBC, your right to quality broadcasting.
anyị ka nọkwara n'oge newspaper headlines n'ebe ọ na-adị 103.5 n'ụtụtụ Fraịde tata. Gaba n'ihu ka isonyere anyị ma ọ bụrụ na ị chọrọ izite ozi na Facebook peji anyị anyị nwere ya ọ na-adị 103.5 FM. Stream anyị online na mixlr.com/gistfm. Zitekwara anyị akwụkwọ ozi na WhatsApp maọbụ na SMS na 08096661035. Anyị ji akwụkwọ akụkọ Guardian, Vanguard, Punch, Nation, Premium Times, anyị jikwa The Sun newspaper, This Day, Tribune na akwụkwọ akụkọ ndị ọzọ ma ọ bụrụ na ohere ga-adị. Abụ m Divan.
And I'm Martin. Let's get started with the Guardian newspaper. 20 persons roasted in Kogi tanker explosion. Delta dismisses Asaba Stadium death reports as work resumes on facility. Bank of Industry wins 4 international banking sustainability awards. National Population Commission warns Nigerians against migrating from census. Police arrest top Amazonian commander in Taraba. Why democracy is not leading to development in Africa by NIIA scholar Otumba. At Nasarawa Town Hall, Tinubu pledges to develop solid minerals sector. PDP accuses Lalong of plots to manipulate judiciary against opposition. Floods. National Emergency Management Agency takes delivery of donation from Jordan as Swiss government releases $756,000. Policeman who rejected $200,000 bribe promoted to Assistant Commissioner of Police gets 1 million naira. Farmers demand Buhari's intervention to avert food crisis. Crew praise court to stop extraordinary rendition to Nigeria. Akwa Ibom, federal government, World Bank move to tackle poverty. Be objective in your reporting. Ozodemma urges editors. Ebonyi indigenes decry activities of Ibubago. Group predicts victory for Tinubu in South-South. I will move states from subsistence to industrialized agriculture. Mba assures citizens investors. University of Lagos Institute of Directors, Nigeria, collaborates to develop students' future. Avoid traditional birth homes. Visit clinics, pregnant women told. Imo Catholic priest urges Nigerians, non-governmental organizations to assist flood victims. Lulu Bridges Foundation donates 60 million naira items to flood victims. Soludo presents 258 billion naira budget to State Assembly. National University Commission gives certificate of recognition to University of Ilesha. Labor, media, taxed on 2023 general elections. Anathema, set for world premiere November 11. Princess Esiso, 110 for burial November 18th. Tributes as University of Lagos Vice Chancellor bows out today. Unions tax successor on welfare. Oshobo indigenes accuse Osun government of plan to depose monarch. Abiodun promises to give traditional institutions deserved respect. Obaseki allocates 35,000 hectares for housing, industrial projects. New Imo REC assumes duties. Event business yet to benefit from Lagos Employment Trust Fund program, says group. Events business yet to benefit from Lagos State Employment Trust Fund program, says group. Federal University of Petroleum Resources, Manufacturers Association of Nigeria signed pact to boost manufacturing sector. Foundation urges firm handling of insecurity, poverty for economic growth. Amnesty denies planning to fraudulently sell government assets. 2023, Ume assures quality representation, projection of Igbo interest if elected. Right Foods presents car, other prizes to winners of promo in Lagos, Abuja. 2023 elections. Nigeria Economic Summit Group, Nigeria Elections Debate Group cancels presidential debate for Tinubu, Obi, Atiku, others. Nigeria's gross domestic product improves by 3.11% in Q1 2022, National Bureau of Statistics. High cost of living threatens Nigerians' stay at COP27. INEC summons emergency security meeting over destruction of 65,000 PVCs. Swiss government will take in this. Nigeria says Twitter users are being closely monitored after change of ownership. Tinubu will win 2023 presidential election. We are lucky to have him, says Buhari. Hoodlum sets Ogun INEC office on fire. Academic Staff Union of Polytechnic to federal government allow polytechnics to award degrees, masters, doctorate. Buhari congratulates Nigerian Americans on victory at US midterm poll. Tinubu, Omoagege distributes 50 million naira cash, 150 million naira relief materials to Delta flood victims. Meta purges 13% workforce may affect Nigerians in diaspora. Wike admits revoking Meba's property in Rivers. Nigeria canvasses collaboration among African nations to win drug war. As president, I will tap Nigeria's skills, Tinubu reassures. Sanwo-Olu meets 36 finalists for Jakande Academic Fellowship. Sanwo-Olu runs away at Eko Nafest, urges Nigerians to see culture as means to unite. Floods. Presidency falls inappropriate call for sacking of Minister Farouk. And lastly, court strikes out APC suit against PDP Guba candidate as Cole accuses Wike of seeking third term.
Daily Trust, Herbalist, Hotelier, others arrested over missing Ogun woman. Graduate drug addict begs Kogi CJ for mercy. Presidency hails Saudi humanitarian support to Nigerian co-joined twins. Presidency hails Saudi humanitarian support to Nigerian co-joined twins. Dad arrested after reporting daughter missing. Witchcraft suspect killed in Kebbi. 5 men arraigned over OPC vigilantes clash in Kwara. How a man set his 5 children ablaze in Ondo State. Content: Court set aside EFCC chairman's conviction. 2023. Vote whomever you like, Buhari tells Nigerians. 90 killed in Kaduna fire incident in 9 months. Man charged with forging NCE certificate. 5 arrested for stealing Rifan's 11 million naira water pumps. Fertilizer in Kebbi. So safe call arrest man with stolen bike in Ogun. FCTA reopens Dosen Alhaji Market. 3 killed, 3 injured on Lagos-Ibadan Expressway. NGO sensitizes female students on sexual health. Buhari meets King Charles III in UK. Police deploy drones for surveillance operations. Rivers teacher cry out over 6 years unpaid salary. Town planner Town planners honor Daily Trust executive director inducts 296 members. 2023 questions and issues not being asked. Kudos on delivery of Lekki Deep Sea Port. For 27, an African port in Africa. Lugbe Federal Housing Estate needs urgent attention. Governor Lalong, please adjust Bauchi Junction. Still on autumn's provocative statement. Safer waterways raise cargo throughput at Rivers Calabar Port. NPA. Petrol to cost 410 naira without subsidy. NNPC. Nigerian firm raises $90 million, launches finance app in UK. Aviation crisis looms over planned demolition of FAN NAMA offices. Nigeria attractive for investment despite challenges. Incident Investigation Bureau (NCAA) train investigators others in air safety. Nuremberger pensions pay 881 million naira to 895 beneficiaries in 2021. Budgeting: Nigerians taxed on use of online information. TCN scores high on power grid reforms. 4 other agenda. CEO: new procurement documents to tackle corruption. BPP: 12 farmers to partner 3 banks on financing. MTN launches intervention for 500 female entrepreneurs in Nigeria. Shell offers 36 million naira grant to 8 Nigerian renewable energy firms. TCN scores high on power grid reform. 4 other agenda. Hope dims for being farmers over sudden cessation of rain. Federal government gives update on bird flu, asks farmers to guard farms. Inadequate skilled teachers jeopardize early childhood education in Sokoto. APC gave its presidential ticket to wrong person. Kwankwaso. Don't feed your supporters with hard drugs. Kwara CP cautions politicians. Nigerians should hold me to my promises. Obi. Tinubu: Atiku's campaign promises not realizable. Reverend Okotie. US midstream polls: Buhari congratulates Nigerian Americans on election victory. Insecurity: elections may not hold in 10 Katsina local government areas. INEC: why we postponed Atiku's campaign rally in Kebbi. Campaign council: will defeat APC, PDP in Gombe. NNPP: Udom hasn't resigned as presidential campaign chief. PDP: Tinubu will deliver on manifesto, APC's change agenda. Bamidele: Nasarawa West rerun. I am confident of victory. Magaji: 2.7 million voters to participate in 2023 elections in Benue. Rec: car kills Okada man, injures 6 on Lagos-Ibadan Expressway. Catastrophic: Plateau United implode as Rivers United reach Conferred Cup group stage. Gusau approves Kano pre-season football tourney in his honor. Woods to play at Hero World Challenge. The Shaholia of Sadocracy. Drug allegation against Tinubu storm in a teacup. Kiamu. Women, children killed as Ebony. Benue communities renew age-long rivalry. Clampdown and Vanguard. How Nasarawa is pushing up immunization coverage. Buhari mourns victims of Anambra Chemical Market 2023. I want Nigerians to hold me by my promises. P2B. Economic Summit to harness Nigeria's economic prosperity. Federal Government. I, Makinde, Autumn, Igbazu, Ugwani are bedrock of PDP. Wike. Police confirm attack on Atiku's convoy, refutes Muleya's claim. Drama as US voters re-elect dead lawmaker. We are doing everything to ensure Bivas isn't compromised. INEC lies as King Charles hosts Buhari at Buckingham Palace. UK protester arrested for throwing eggs at King Charles III. UK nurses to commence strike over pay. I received death threats over NMPC reforms. Kyari. Switzerland commits $756,000 to assist flood victims in Nigeria. PDP crisis. I share something in common with anti-Atiku governors. Bala Mohammed. Buhari greets Mama Daura at 83. Buhari reacts as 8 Nigerians win in US midterm elections. Ararume sues Buhari over removal from NNPC board, demands 100 billion naira. Reinvigorates child basin, Shehu of Borno tells Atiku. Government sack 10 Kano villages, destroy farmlands. Wike lead 5G to Bauchi amid Atiku's move to woo Bala Mohammed. 7 changes by Elon Musk since Twitter takeover. Gunshot at Atiku's convoy. Gunshot as Atiku's convoy is attacked in Borno. NSCDC promotion. No room for lobbying under my watch. CG. Raimo, let's make 2023 polls peaceful, devoid of crisis in Kogi. Shake-up at Mecca as Zuckerberg fire over 11,000 Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp employees. Trump's spokesperson elected governor of Bill Clinton's state. FCT board water increase. FCT Water Board increases tariff. Nigeria's public debt stock hit 42.84 trillion naira (NBS). Federal government seeks collaboration among African countries on drug war. Federal government ready to allow free movement of persons into Nigeria. Sadio Mane rule out of World Cup. Unijust save for students, VC assures parents. Flood displays 90% of traditional rulers in our state. Bayelsa Monarch. Benue disburses Buhari's wife intervention fund to 200 flood victims. NDLEA arrests 8 suspects in Ekiti for Indian hemp cultivation. Ekiti CI Ekiti CIA urges Muslims to be active in politics education. El-Rufai orders principal to refund nominal fees to students. Group launches platform for peaceful nation building. Kaduna budget 300 million naira for core members' allowances in 2023 budget. El-Rufai. Humanitarian organization raises fund for widows, orphans. Zulum grants 814 million naira to 9,154 MSMEs. Bob to host Media Trust Kano gubernatorial debate. COP27, Buhari calls for urgent climate action. Bawa seeks funding for 50 billion naira EFCC academic project. Otu Academy to Fund na Daily Trust.
And now we move over to the Punch newspaper. Obi investment in Anambra next to nothing. Soludo. $200,000 bribe. Policeman promoted gets 1 million naira. State Assembly's Speaker eulogizes Ekiti counterpart. Ason, INEC meets security chiefs today. Nigerian Air Force continues bandits bombardment. Military acquires more jets. Tinubu eyes PPP for solid minerals. Ajokuta development. Buhari's no house in UK comment angers netizens. Forex crisis. Traders lose as Naira rebounds to 720 per dollar. Lagos, Port Harcourt likely to witness weather catastrophe. Federal government. Imo APC, PDP clash over detained INEC workers. Group sensitizes women to health challenges. Oil theft suspects rejects extradition, sues federal government. Oil theft suspects reject extradition, sues federal government. Osun PDP Bika over alleged 90 missing vehicles. Osun community protest over rumored monarch's removal. Igbinedon Varsity produces 13 first-class graduates. Federal Capital Territory committed to empowering vulnerable Nigerians. Minister. Tinubu Sanwo-Olu hails Obasa at 50. Lagos Museum FEM showcases Bini arts. Sanwo-Olu commends outgoing University of Lagos Vice Chancellor, endorses book. Stashed money allegations false. Matawale tells EFCC. Half pay. University of Jos ASU reverses sit-at-home order. Half pay. University of Jos ASU reverses sit-at-home order. Osun PDP urges government officials to return vehicles. I have no house in UK. Buhari. Inspector General of Police redeploys 8. Commissioner of Police says posting normal. No attack on Kaduna Abuja Highway. Commissioner. Lagos Ibadan. Oyo Ogun Police deploy personnel over kidnappings. Police nab suspected Cameroonian militant commander in Taraba. National University Commission recognizes Ilesa Varsity. Presents letter to Oyetola. Man allegedly kidnaps, kills 5-year-old boy in Bauchi. And still on the stories making the headlines on the Punch newspaper. 3 fear dead as stadium collapses in Delta. Airport concession. Aviation unions kick. Threatens strike. Kogi now safest state in Nigeria. Deputy governor. Gender-based violence. Kanu records 66 cases in October. We are monitoring Twitter under new owner, Lai Mohammed. Lagos plans development framework for micro, small, and medium enterprises. UNESCO trains 50 lecturers in digital education. South African government workers embark on strike over pay. Kaduna, 1,700 diabetes patients get free medical services. Allow polytechnics award degrees, masters. Association, Academic Staff Union of Polytechnics tells federal government. Allow polytechnics award degrees, masters. Academic Staff Union of Polytechnics tells federal government. Niger government inaugurates committee to probe ex-commissioner's death. Nigeria records 1,601 yellow fever cases. Gunmen attack Niger community. Residents flee. Police assure Zamfara schools of adequate security. EFCC seeks transparency in oil sector. 170 naira per litre fuel price. Impossible. Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited. Federal Road Safety Corps denies using POS for payment of fines. What Nigerians should consider before voting. MSSN. National Association of Nigerian Students knocks half pay for lecturers. Why EFCC is probing Abuja airport contractor, federal government. Imo government order probe into community invasion, killings. Inspector General of Police orders clamp down on criminals. Police acquires drones. Oluwo warns monarchs against idol worship. Elebuibon disagrees. 8 killed in Bauchi. 28 killed in Benue clashes. Government demand probe. Buhari praised successful tenure for Nigerian Americans elected in US. Implements African Union free movement, federal government. Controversy surrounds Atiku convoy attack in Borno. Campaigns, police vow to enforce Rivers executive order. Corporate governance, important for economic growth, says Sanwo-Olu. Chief Justice of Nigeria warns judges against betrayal of public trust. Onisha Blaze got tea shops. Accountant sues insurance firm over alleged 33 million naira debt. Planned population census won't affect 2023 elections. Senate. INEC to sanction 23 workers over illegal registration. Court restrains Oyetola from appointing new Ire monarch. Be observant. Lagos Permanent Secretary advises traffic officers. Tourism will promote our culture, unity. Sanwo-Olu. Lagos government 6 younger leaders inducts 36 fellows. Rivers. Showoro declares Sarowiwa Memorial open. 2023 elect unifiers. Sanwo-Olu urges electorate. Insecurity. Census won't stop 2023 general elections. And lastly, Commission proposes 532.7 billion naira for 2023 census.
The Vanguard, how Lagos councils can increase IGR. Stakeholders, kidnapping, police beef up security at Lagos Ibadan Expressway, Onigari axis. Grounded airlines, how Nigeria lost 49% Virgin Group stake. Ibom Air to wet lease 2 A32 to 200s from Spain. Aerotropolis, aviation unions threatening to shut down airports nationwide. Reps kick against NAMA exclusion from 2023 budgetary allocation. Osun, Ataoja's chiefs, residents protest alleged plot to depose monarch. We won't allow any online platform plunge Nigeria into crisis. Why federal government picked Ethiopian Airlines as national carrier partner, aviation minister. We've set up team to investigate Atiku's convoy's attack in Borno, IGP. 2023 poll. Muslim women give conditions for voting leaders. I told King Charles III I don't have a house in UK. Buhari. Allah determines who becomes president. Imam Onike. Court voids contempt case against EFCC chairman. Power. Aerotropolis. Aviation unions threaten to shut down airports nationwide. Kogi government targets 591 billion naira annual IGR, deepens business relations with China. Yahaya Bello disappointment to youth. Kazim. Reps kick against NAMA exclusion from 2023 budgetary allocation. Nigerian government scaling up climate change adaptation efforts. Umar Farouk. 2 clerics abducted in Jos. Workers injured as 2-story building collapses in Delta Stadium. Abductors of Ondo BEDC staff demand 10 million naira ransom. Vessel crew asks court to stop extraordinary rendition to Nigeria. Tinubu's $460,000 tax. APC, PDP campaigns trade words. B deploys $500 million climate finance to exceed 30% annual commitment. OPC court clash. Ondo police arrest 3 suspects. NDE urges Nigerians to patronize locally made goods. Low turnout mars council polls in Niger. ECOWAS has done well. Osibanjo. CBN 6 e-Naira onboarding at Lagos Trade Fair.
We'll now go for a short break. When we come back, we'll continue on the stories making the headlines on the Nation newspaper. Please don't go anywhere. And we're back in business.
nke mere na onye na-ekwughị nke ọha eburu ya gbafee kama nna ya. Ọnọdụ ime obodo anyị dị iche iche n'ala anyị abụrụgo nke na-eme anyị echeta ebere, mana olileanya ka dị maka na osisi a adịba mma ọdịrịgaba. Ngozi obodo bụ mmemme ga-emepe anyị anya n'ụzọ kwesịrị ekwesị anyị ga-esi wee leba anya n'ihe dị iche iche gbasatara ngozi na nhazi obodo anyị. Kwa Tuesday ọbụla n'ebe ọ na-adị 103.5 FM ma ọ kụọ elekere 5 nke mgbede. Ngozi obodo bụ ọrụ dịịrị mụ na gị. Ya were na-anabata ka ọchazi rejistreshọn site na grup maọbụkwazi individual n'otu aka ahụ. A na-akpọpụkwazi ndị draiva nke aka siri ike ma nwee driving license ịbịa debanye aha dịka omerime nke a dị nkenke. Maka ịmata ihe ndị ọzọ banyere Cabni Nigerian Taxi Services, kpọọ akara ekwentị a 08103598278 maọbụ 09050392632. Ndị tinyere aka n'okwu a bụ management.
Man is a political animal. That's why we all have our views on politics. Political view comes to you at Ebonade 103.5 FM with Martin Ifeanyi is here every Monday, 3 o'clock. 30 p.m. and Saturday, 10 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. It's all about the day-to-day activities in the Nigerian political space. Views of political actors from various political parties on political process. Views of labor leaders. And most importantly, your views. Views of the common Nigerian. Tune in to Ebonade 103.5 FM or you join online with mixlr.com/GistFM. Every Monday and Saturday, what are your political views?
Gekwa ntị n'ọkwa nke a dị oke mkpa. Egekwa m akụkọ ndị ọchọnga n'oku. Iji ọnyakpa eli ozu ndị na-ebugharị akụkọ ụgha na achịcha bred adịgboroja wee na-akọ akụkọ na-asị na achịcha nke ha na-atọ ka nke Love Bite bread asị biko Nwachukwu. Love Bite bụ achịcha akwara aka wee mee n'ịdị ọcha pụrụ iche. Ejikwa ihe nri pụrụ iche wee mee Love Bite bread. Enweghịkwa oyiri ya na handpage chekwa na echiri n'ọbụ Love Bite ka ị ga-azụ maka na ọ bụrụ na ọ bụghị Love Bite ọ dịghịkwa ka Love Bite. Love Bite bread bụ naanị 800 naira n'ọdụ ahịa bread niile dị na Naịjirịa. Maka mkpesa kpọtụrụ anyị n'igwe okwu 08149828254. Love Bite bread maka oriri ezinụlọ. Health Plus. Health Plus. My health, your health, our health. Health Plus is a health program that talks about. Join Chiki on Ebonade FM 103.5 to learn how best to manage your health and to take care of our young and old ones. Join me every Monday, Tuesday, and Saturday by 1 to 2 p.m. on Ebonade FM 103.5 Odidi, Anambra State. Are you looking for a way to tell the world about your products and services? Search no more. Come to Ebonade FM 103.5 Odidi, Anambra State. Let's tell the world at large about that your and you watch your business speed up with an unimaginable speed as we depart Ebonade FM, your short love for advertising businesses.
You're welcome back. You're still tuned to Ebonade 103.5 FM, and this is Newspaper Headlines. Remember that you can send your reactions, SMS, or WhatsApp on 080 9666 You can as well join us on Facebook. We are live at Ebonade 103.5 FM. Remember that you can stream us online via MixLR slash GistFM, via mixlr.com slash GistFM. We are onto the Nation newspaper. Twitter, no plan to ban social media, says federal government. National Board for Technical Education, BOSS, decries declining budgetary allocation to education. Tinubu, Sanwo-Olu hail Lagos Speaker Obasa at 50. 2023 election will be a walkover for Tinubu, says Ribadu. Reps to resume plenary Monday, not Tuesday. How Tinubu will actualize plans on economy, security. US, UK, terror alerts. Those arrested will be prosecuted, says Inspector General of Police. Arsonist burn 65,000 PVCs in Ogun. Nigeria needs Tinubu's wealth of experience. Tinubu's development blueprint dissected. Niger Delta exploration and production gives succor to rivers flood victims. Igbos in Lagos assure APC massive votes. National Universities Commission grants license for Osun College of Education to Varsity. Inspector General of Police redeploys 8 commissioners of police. Cameroonian separatist leader arrested in Taraba. How not to talk with Africa about climate change by Muhammadu Buhari. High cost of living threatens Nigerians' stay at COP27. High cost of living threatens Nigeria's stay at COP27. And lastly, no plan to ban social media, says federal government. That's the much we can take from the Nation newspaper this morning.
Now this day, Nigeria Deposit Insurance Corporation set to pay depositors of 20 liquidated banks. Infra Credit secures UK-funded debt insurance guarantee. Alabodaro 2022. Edo Agog as Obaseki showcases impact of partnership project. Atiku welcomes Wike Group's peace overtures. 90 missing jeeps. Osun PDP to report Oyetola to ICPC, EFCC. Gani Adams, allow us flush bandits out of Lagos Ibadan. CRS in action to host. Persons with disabilities raid Sanwo-Olu's administration. FindMec mobile app launched. FindMec mobile app launched to address automobile needs. 2023 Ariwa community in Akwa Ibom drawn support for. Tinubu will win landslide in the South-South, says group. Again, ex-militant leaders tackle amnesty boss. Oyo PDP chieftain Abidi Kugu tax politicians to put interest. Desist from any act that will trigger violence. Kanu Rep. NSCDC arrests travel agents for swindling intending pilgrim. Nigeria's forgotten heroes and the phantom national honor. National youth leader Lalong fit to lead APC to victory. Stop making frivolous campaign promises, Okotie. Gambia speaker commends Jonathan's statesmanship. Badaru presents 178.5 billion naira budget for 2023. Consumer Protection Group tackles Pencom over directives. Rivers tackles Ned Nwoko over attack on Wike. Lawmakers to resume plenary Monday. Hoodlums set Ogun INEC office ablaze. Akwa Ibom partners federal government, World Bank on poverty alleviation. Oyo PDP chieftain tax politicians to protect peoples. Firo board denies delaying staff promotion. Kaduna disburses cash to 2,674 Almajiri children. Kogi Rec urges eligible registered voters to collect. Kogi targets 591 billion naira annual IGR deepens business. 2023. Kwara PDP chieftain counsels youth on election. Kwara PDP chieftain counsels youth on election. Group seeks information on fund expended by NDDC. Edo to open mining sites to boost IGR. NCC committed to quality services for customers. National Population Commission promises fair, accurate census. Katsina UNICEF trains science teachers on climate change. Kaya urges Nigerians to vote out APC over insecurity. Back on proposed Naira redesign. 2023 election. Legal practitioners petition DSS over. Amechi urges APC members to embrace godly conduct. Truck loses control, kills 6 persons, injures several others. Zamfara coalition hails court judgment on U.S. mission Lords U.S. mission Lords American Nigerian film industry. Accident Investigation Bureau (NCAA) organized workshop for investigators. Aviation. Accident Investigation Bureau (NCAA) organized workshop for investigators. Aviation. 300 widows, others empowered in Delta. Ondo police parade 64-year-old man for allegedly setting fire. NTCA seeks legal restriction on shisha, other tobacco. National Population Commission to hire 2 million Nigerians for 2023 census. At Budget Defense, Ajokuta. KGIRS absolve Bello of complicity in discharge. Banditry. Katsina to arm newly recruited vigilantes. 2 dead, scores injured as government sack Niger community. Physically challenged persons protest not signing off. Otuakoduna, this day.
And now we move over to the Premium Times. Sanwo-Olu others hail outgoing University of Lagos Vice Chancellor. Experts call for peaceful, accurate reporting of 2023 elections. What Nigeria must do to end child marriages, experts. Ifeanyi Aralume sues Buhari over withdrawal of NMPC board chair appointment. Nigeria launches new tree planting initiative against climate change. And still on the stories making the headlines on the Premium Times this morning. How we are checkmating Ibubago, Amotekun, other state-owned security outfits, Inspector General of Police, terror alert. We've restored confidence, hope in Abuja environs. Inspector General of Police. Hoodlums set Oshun INEC office ablaze. 2 university students found dead in their room. Kidnapping. Police beef up security on Lagos-Ibadan Expressway. Suspected suicide. Lady jumps into Lagos Lagoon. Rapper 50 Cent to produce Hush Puppy series. Hoodlums set Ogun INEC office on fire. What Bala Muhammad told Autumn over Fulani comment. Source. Buhari visits King Charles at Buckingham Palace. Bauchi governor speaks on agreed letter to PDP meeting with Atiku. Floods. Presidency. Defense Humanitarian Affairs Minister over call for her resignation. Sustainable Development Goals. Lagos launches 255 million naira grant challenge for 51 projects. Reps panel queries National Population Commission on 1.2 billion naira spent on census summits. National Population Commission wants 532.7 billion naira to conduct 2023 census. 2023, Atiku pledges to revamp Lake Chad Basin. Authority, restore peace in Borno. Hold us responsible if we don't deliver. Analysis of Nigeria's 2023 budget shows 0.29% allocated to women's empowerment. Workers groaning over unpaid salaries, pensions in Abia. Nigeria Labour Congress President. One killed in farmers' headers clash in Kanu. One killed in farmers' headers clash in Kanu. Twitter to add official label to high-profile accounts. My life under threat over changes in oil sector. NMPCL boss Kiari. And lastly, Facebook parent company Meta set to lay off more than 11,000 employees.
Now, some newspaper reps resume plenary Monday. Mentally ill lady set two-story building ablaze in Enugu. Enugu governor's wife urges gender-based violence victims to speak out. Enugu Ebonyi to conclude boundary activities in 60 days. Akuneme is new immigration spokesman. Four arrested for using Roman 36 for ritual in Ogun. NDLEA destroys 4 tons of illicit drugs in Taraba. Police beef up security on Lagos-Ibadan Expressway. Gunmen kidnap 2 Plateau pastors. How I was brutalized. Ex-Ebon Commissioner Onike. Youths condemn attack. Want a Bubago is banned. The Civil Liberties Organization urges probe of Anambra Market fire disaster. IGP names new police commissioners for Bauchi, Gombe, Kano. Lagos-Ibadan Expressway. Gani Adams, Dominion Varsity chair speak on ways to check rising insecurity. Arsonist hit Ogun, Osun INEC offices. 2023. Abaribe community endorses Ikpeazu PDP candidate. Obi assures better Nigeria if elected president. APC may not survive beyond 2023. Atiku. Alleged link with drug cartel moral burden for Tinubu. Atiku campaign. Uzodinma inaugurates APC liaison officers for Imo's 305 INEC wards. Mba pledges to migrate Enugu from agriculture to agro-allied industrialization. Nigeria decides 2023. What will influence outcome of presidential election? Ize Iyamu. Nigeria decides 2023. Atiku Obi serious threat to Tinubu. Duru APC National Working Committee member. Nigeria decides 2023. Nasarawa Guba. Parties intensify battle as winning pendulum swings. Nigeria decides 2023. I'll use jobs to wipe out Ebonyi's poverty. Nkwegu, Labour Party Guba. Campaign will report attacks to security agencies, Peace Committee, PDP. No going back on Naira redesign. Buhari, get ready for your swearing in. Adamu tells Tinubu. Now, Tribune. I will end insecurity in bringing Buhari if elected governor. PRP flag bearer. Buhari entrenches conducive platform for youth to thrive. 18,000 Bauchi women, youths empowered with $16 million Global Affairs Canada. UNICEF commences transfer of 5,000 naira cash to 2,000 Canada. UNICEF commences transfer of 5,000 naira cash to 2,674 Almajiris in Kaduna. Oni of Ife, Etu of Nupe orders to unveil digital space capital. 4,000 residents laud Ebini power over free medical outreach. $3 billion 7 sugar BIP project orders. Industry, Trade and Investment Minister. 2023. Kwankwaso not a threat Tinubu. APC Northwest Mobilization Committee. RMAFC recommends over 10 billion naira for approval. Disbursement for stabilization fund. Why Catholics celebrated Mass with Oba Esige. Benin monarch. 20 feared dead, many injured as petrol tanker goes up in flames after being hit by pole. No going back on Naira redesign. Buhari, fire disaster. Lawmaker send SOS to Akwa Ibom government. Wike, Atiku hopeful of reunion with G5 soon. TNT funds hold interactive forum on education tax compliance. Otu a ka ọ dị n'isi akwa aka iji wee bata n'ụtụtụ a. Ka anyị gaa n'ihu gụpụtara gị
Have a honorable Onyedika Osakwe. This is in the center page, is in the budget of 2022? Or does it come out as mouth-watering projects? It's only in Nigeria that somebody will wake up one day and declare our constitution illegal and fashion it how it will favor his wards and households. As election is drawing near, INEC and other government facilities are being vandalized and burnt. Is unacceptable of government in power, or a it only brig- brigandaged brigandage. Honestly, I am planning for an exit as our dear nation is heading to comatose. There was a country, and now it has become war arena. Okay, he says he continues and he says, if you go to Dubai and other choice cities in the world, most of the mansions they are owned by Nigerians. Okay, I think we've gotten this kind of message from you before now. Moving away from that particular message, we also have this one says petrol out 410 without subsidy is not a welcome development. And I also beg Governor Soludo to help that help bridge drug market dealers. Okay, to help help bridge drug market dealers to hasten their urban new site so that they will move out from the head bridge. You know that. And then he also commented on that stadium collapsing should be certain, the cause and why. And this one is coming from Akedi Amokan, Onyumunashi. And we also have a message from Daniel from Unkwere. He said that all the Imo traditional rulers should should be held responsible for the army killings and burning of residential houses in Imo State. And I'm moving emotion to deter them. May God help us. That's your own opinion. Okay, we also have this one coming from Ebunike Udobi from Ashala. He says APC shows wrong person as her presidential candidate. It is an opportunity for Igbo leaders to rally round Peter Obi and make presidential. Okay. Thank you very much for your message. We also he says he's also shouting out to Igbo presidency that this is an opportunity. We also have a message coming from Ikechukwu from Uguagba. It says that Nigerian governments can lie more than devil. How can Nigerian army bombard terrorist camps and terrorists sack 10 villages? Yet someone will ask me to get my PVC for 2023. I hope those villagers run away with their PVC. It is better to end. Okay, this is your own opinion. Thank you so much for your input this morning. Obi's development in Anambra next to nothing. Why Soludo? Why does this government demarket its own? This one is coming from Ifani or Okozo. Okay.
Onyeka from Umoji. Let all the relief materials donated by kind-hearted Nigerians and the money donated by Swiss government be carefully distributed accordingly to all the flood victims across the nation to relieve their plight. May God bless us. Christian Ufondo, the amateur security agent formed by the Southeast governors called Ibabaco, is the worst thing that has happened to the region. The untrained security outfit by name Ibubago has depopulated the population of our youth. They kill people at random without following the rules of law. Satanic amateur security agents must be abolished or ọbụna satanic anyị akafụ n'ekwesịkwa na-eji ahụ ọganaize mana ọ bụrụ na onye na-enye anya kapasiti abụọ ekwesịrị ka emenye anya kapasiti abụọ ka abụrụ nne ejikwa m akwụkwọ si n'aka Pauline Atiku's campaign attack. Is their plaque in his bedroom? Can we prove what 2023 will look like? This is a sign that them sabi. House, house or no house in UK, Nigerians are crying for hunger and insecurity. All we are saying, return Nigeria how you met it in 2020, 2015. Is better for us. Valuing my Polynesian. Last cover from Okozo. Itobi told us how many billions of naira this nation loses every month on oil sector since 2015. That other presidential candidates who wants to rule like our failed president won't allow the report of P2B to detect promptly. I am telling Nigerians to know that we can never remain in slavery again. Federal government has advised farmers about bird flu. How can farmers guard their farms against bird flu? And federal government know that all the farms in the southeast, south are full of herdsmen and killers and kidnappers. Let government guide the farms by their forces, not individuals. Daalụ rinne. Eji m akwụkwọ si n'aka Ebuka Henry Nwabufo from Amawa. Can't our government see that everything is rising in Nigeria? Dollar, PMS, food insecurity. Now, aviation said they want to also go on strike nationwide. Our government should help us. This country is really going through a lot of hardship. May God help us. Article attack in the north means that northern leaders are not doing their work well, and there is no more, and there is more to this attack. Daluvinne. Mentally health woman set two-story building on fire must be brought to book and must be sent to psychiatric hospital for total rehabilitation from Akide. Na Facebook page eji m akwụkwọ si n'aka Ozo Francis from Amagunze also says, as the 2023 general election is fast approaching, I am calling on government at all levels to tighten security networks to protect lives and INEC facilities. Daalụ rinne, Ozo Francis, okegokwa ama m n'arụ dị. Chinedu Oneka, what did Soludo mean by saying that Obi's investment in Anambra State equal to nothing? Soludo is already losing momentum. Let's see how much he will invest before leaving office. Daalụ rinne. Ejikwa m akwụkwọ si n'aka Chinedu. Tanker explosion in Kogi leading to death of so many people. May God Almighty console the deceased family. Dr. Mrs. Mma Olebara from Owerri. How is President Buhari telling how is President Buhari telling us that Tinubu will win? Has he done the election by himself to determine the winner? This is a weighty statement that should not be swept under the carpet. Let me remind him that the people will determine who governs them. Our votes must count, and we will use them to vote in competent, credible, and creative leaders. Enough is enough of unwholesome practices. Daalụ rinne. Aka your message. Ọ dị mma anyị na-ekene ndị niile sonyela anyị ma na Facebook page anyị daalụ rinne. Ọnụchukwu Emmanuel from Ghana daalụ rinne. Mma Classy daalụ Okechukwu Ibe nye nwa anyị ọ na-akụ daalụ rinne. Ndị niile sonyela anyị Nkechi Lovelyn Martin Oforie daalụ. Anyị ekene unu Ụzọamaka Nnaji ma ndị niile zitela anyị akwụkwọ na WhatsApp daalụ rinne. Ọ ga-adị n'izuụka na-abịa abịa mgbe anyị na-emeka ga-anọrịkwa n'oge newspaper headlines. Abụ m Divine.
And I'm Martin.
Ka ọ dị n'izuụka na-abịa abịa. Ndewo.